Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. What really counts are good endings, not flawed beginnings. In this world, there is a paradise. Whoever does not enter it will not enter the paradise of the hereafter. Women are one half of society, which gives birth to the other half, so it is as if they are the entire society. Allah will support the just state, even if it is led by unbelievers, but Allah will not support the oppressive state, even if it is led by believers. If I remain silent, and you remain silent, then who will teach the ignorant? Every punishment from him is pure justice, and every blessing from him is pure grace. Whoever desires everlasting bliss, let him adhere firmly to the threshold of servitude. This whole religion revolves around knowing the truth and acting by it, and action must be accompanied by patience. Worship is founded upon the legal law and following it, not upon one's base desires and innovation. The more the servant loves his master, the less he will love other objects, and they will decrease in number. The less the servant loves his master, the more he will love other objects, and they will increase in number. Sins cause harm, and repentance removes the cause. A man will never fear something besides Allah unless it be due to a disease in his heart. Sins are like chains and locks preventing their perpetrator from roaming the vast garden of the oneness of God and reaping the fruits of righteous actions. Trials and tribulation are feeling the heat and the cold. When one knows that they cannot be avoided, he will not feel anger at their onset, nor will he be distressed or disheartened. In this world, man finds remembrance of Allah, praising Him and worshiping Him, a delight that is incomparable to anything else. The objective of asceticism is to leave all that harms the servants hereafter, and the objective of worship is to do all that will benefit his hereafter. Everyone experiences bouts of jealousy, but the dignified person conceals it, while the vulgar one acts upon it. If you do good in secret, Allah will shower His good on you in public. Verily, I constantly renew my Islam until this very day. As up to now, I do not consider myself to have ever been a good Muslim. Some people have the disease of criticizing all the time. They forget the good about others and only mention their faults. They are like flies that avoid the good and pure places and land on the bad and wounds. This is because of the evil within the self and the spoiled nature. A calamity that makes you turn to Allah is better for you than a blessing which makes you forget the remembrance of Allah. When people help one another in sin and transgression, they finish by hating each other. What can my enemies do to me? My paradise is in my heart. It is with me wherever I go. To imprison me is to provide me with seclusion. To send me into exile is to send me away in the path of Allah. And to kill me is to make me a martyr. God does not create pure evil. Rather, in everything that he creates is a wise purpose by virtue of what is good. However, there may be some evil in it for some people, and this is partial, relative evil. As for total evil or absolute evil, the Lord is exonerated of that. Men mixing with women is like fire mixing with wood. You should not look at what the person used to do. Rather, you should look at what kind of person they are today. The one who gets bogged down about people's pasts is just like Iblis, who said to Allah, "You created me from fire, and you created him from clay." Whatever is not done by the permission of Allah will not happen, and what is not done for the sake of Allah will not benefit or remain. Beautiful leaving is to leave without harming. Beautiful pardoning is to pardon without rebuking, and beautiful patience is to be patient without complaining. The people of the Sunni are the most knowledgeable of mankind concerning the truth, and the most merciful of the creation towards the rest of creation. Perpetually is the servant either the recipient of a blessing from Allah, in which case he is in need of gratitude, or he is the perpetrator of sin, in which case he is in need of repentance. He is always moving from one blessing to another, and is always in need of repentance. I have always known that Greek logic is neither needed by the intelligent nor of any use to the dullard. Some people have the disease of criticizing all the time. They forget the good about others and only mention their faults. They are like flies that avoid the good and pure places and land on the bad and wounds. This is because of the evil within the self and the spoiled nature. God does not create pure evil. Rather, in everything that he creates is a wise purpose by virtue of what is good. However, there may be some evil in it for some people, and this is partial, relative evil. As for total evil or absolute evil, the Lord is exonerated of that.